Hey yo, what it do YouTube? It's your boy Alvin MB10 aka AMR10 aka we back at it again with another NBA 2K22 next gen build video. Now today's build video is inspired by the one, the only PG-13, PG-24 George Paul George, current shooting guard for the Los Angeles Clippers, and happens to be one of my favorite players in the game just because the boy is that smooth. Now the key thing about today's build video is this is the build I expect to be taking into season 2 of NBA 2K22. Mainly because I've already done the point guard thing for season 1, and I felt like with how 2K's introduced the whole seasons thing, the best thing for me to do would be to make a new build hopefully every season and get it to at least a 93 plus, because my point guard build's now at like a 94. So he's at a point where I can still use him whenever I want to, but I also want to make a new build just in case. Now the key thing with today's video is you guys are going to help me a lot with this build, because honestly, I'm making a rough draft of this build right now in the video that you're watching, and I won't be making the actual build until the beginning of season 2. So between now and then, I'm hoping that you guys will get down below in the comments, you know what I'm saying, and give me some tips towards how I can improve this build and make it a better build in your opinion, because as I know, a lot of you have some great tips, you know what I'm saying. But firstly, pause. If you're new to the channel and you ain't subscribed yet, go ahead and do me a favor, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, because as most of you know, we're trying to get to 300 subscribers by the end of this month, and currently we're sitting at like 244, which means we are on great pace to do it, but we won't do it without the help of you new guys. And if you like today's video and want to see more content like this, go ahead and do me a favor, go ahead and drop a like on the video down below, because as I said, it lets me know you want to see more content like this, you want to see more gameplay, which if you do, you should check out the live streams, because trust me, that's the raw footage of how these builds play, and you will be amazed. And also, if you want to see any other types of videos, or if you have a build video you want to see, or any other games you want to see me play, go ahead and do me a favor, drop that down below in the comments, because I will be reading through them just like I do with all of them. Y'all have been showing some really amazing support through all the videos recently, and we really love to see it. So yeah, do me a favor and do all of that. Now, as most of you know, Paul George plays the shooting guard position, right-handed, currently wears jersey number 13, but for old time's sake, we're going to be throwing it back to jersey number 24, back when he was in Indiana. Now, height-wise, he is 6'8", but I will be putting him at 6'7". I will be bringing his weight also down to 185, just because anything higher than that doesn't allow me to get 80 XL. And I will be leaving his wingspan at 6'10", because lower means I don't get gold chased on artists with a 77 block, and higher means I don't get elite handles because I won't have an 85 handles, you know what I'm saying? Now, body shape, as you know me, we always go to fine because we jacked in these streets. Now, first things I'm gonna mess with is I'm gonna put his driving dunk all the way up to a 92, because as most of you know, to get contact dunks you need a 92 driving dunk, and I will be putting his vertical up to an 80 because that allows me to get the elite dunks at his height. Now, we won't be able to get small contact dunks because for that I need to be 6'5" and shorter, and as you can see, the build is 6'7". Now, the next things we will be maxing out, as I said before, were XL and speed, because those are the reasons for keeping the weight the way it is, and we will be maxing out the ball handle, speed with ball, and also the block, because as I said, those are the reasons that I kept his wingspan where it was. Now, for pass accuracy, I will be going with a 70, just because a bunch of you have told me that that's all you really need for a build to be really good at passing. So I trust your word, and that's what we're going with. We're going to go with a 70 on the pass accuracy. Now, the main reason that I'm switching up builds is because my previous build, as most of you know, was a point guard who was able to guard the perimeter, rip the ball, but he wasn't good at interior defense as well as rebounding. So with this build, I've decided that I'm gonna put up a 65 interior defense, because I'm not letting anyone blow by me. I will not be trying to get gold or Hall of Fame clamps this season go around. I will be putting my perimeter defense at a 78, and I will be putting my steal at a 78, because honestly, all I need is gold interceptor. Key reasons for this being, I've noticed that even with the high perimeter defense, you do lock up sometimes, but you rarely see clamps come up. So I'm not really trying to aim towards getting Hall of Fame clamps or anything. And with steals, once they patch steals, or should I say nerf steals, thanks to Bay, you kids crying, it makes it useless to have a high steal rating, so we will not be running with that. Now, rebounding wise, I will be putting this up to a 65 and a 75. Now, this is only because I usually run with Ish, and he runs like a 6'4" 2 guard, so I'm gonna need to be inside rebounding if I'm running this build, because trust me, we dominate twos, and I am not expecting this build to be the reason we stop. But whilst we have the opportunity, I'm also going to be putting his stamina up to a 90, because yeah, I will be holding that R2 button down hard quite a bit. Now, the next things to mess with are his shooting stats. I will be putting the 3-ball up to an 84 only, just because I currently have an 83 3-ball on my small point guard, and he knocks down majority of the shots he takes from 3, averaging about 56% from the 3-point line in the city and 54 from the field. So yeah, I will be putting his mid-range up to an 86 only because anything lower than that, yeah, it just starts to mess with things. And honestly, I thought an 86, like, nah, actually, I'll keep it at an 85. 85 will be calming me because that allows me to get the 27 badge points. And yeah, anything higher than that just gets me Hall of Fame, 7, whatever the hell that is, and Green Machine, which are both useless badges. Now, the next thing I will be doing will be putting the driving layup up to an 81. This is only because I want to be able to finish inside. As I said, this build for me is more of an inside-outside type player, something that my previous build couldn't be because it was inside-outside, but it was an issue of if I was going inside, I was going inside fast and dunking that thing and getting the hell out of there. But I will also be putting the close shot up to an 80 because this allows me to get post hook, you know what I'm saying? It also allows me to get a badge that I will be trying out this season called Mouse in the House, i.e. if I catch any of you guards on the switch, any of you small guards, Mouse in the House, baby. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, as you can see, that allows me to get 22 finishing badges, 27 shooting badges, 22 playmaking badges, and 21 defensive badges. Now, I still have a few extra points I can play with, and I'm most likely gonna put them on strength, just because at this point, I'm really trying to make it that this build can work inside. And in order to work inside, yeah, you need strength. I'm also gonna put his stamina, although actually, you know, I'm gonna put the strength up to a 45, and then I'm gonna take these last few points and I'm gonna put them on offensive rebounding. Yeah, I'm gonna put them on offensive rebounding. This way, this build has the capabilities of going both sides of the floor and rebounding on both sides of the floor, because that is a big deal for us this season. But yeah, as you can see, we finished with 22 finishing badges, 27 shooting badges, 22 playmaking badges, and 22 defensive badges, which in total gives us a total of 93 badges. Now, me, myself, that sounds like a lot, and I am happy with that. So the next thing to do will be to mess with the takeovers. Primary take in the previous season for me was extreme clamps, but this go around we will be using ankle breaking shots just because one-on-one Paul George is a mean man when he gets it going. And for secondary take, we will be using extreme clamps because one-on-one when he gets it going, he's a mean man on the other side of the ball as well. Now, what 2K says we have had to build here is a two-way scoring machine, the likes of Tyrese Haliburton, Zach LaVine, and Richard Hamilton. When I originally made this build, it gave me shades of Kobe, but apparently me messing with the interior defense meant that it wasn't a Kobe Bryant type build. But yeah, as I said before, if you're new to the video, if you're new to the channel and you ain't subscribed yet, go ahead and do me a favor, hit that subscribe button down below. If you like today's video and you want to see more content like this, or you generally just like what you saw, do me a favor, go ahead and drop a like down below. And for all of you tipsters and tricksters, hit me up down below in the comments, because as I said, this is our build and we all need to work towards improving it for this channel. So yeah, let me know what you think. It's been your boy Alvin MB10, aka AMR10. I'll catch you in a bit. Deuces.